Hapbee is a digital wellness company that aims to help people take control of how they sleep, perform, and feel. And with me is the CEO, Yona Shtern, to talk about update us on what Hapbee's doing. And I know that you've got a new distribution agreement with seniors and caregivers through the Gray Matters Alliance. So talk about that a little bit. Elaborate on what that is about.
You know, when we first launched the product, people kept coming to us and identifying use cases. And one of the early use cases that became apparent to us was for senior care and chronic care facilities. You know, people as they age, sleep becomes a very difficult thing to master more and more. And it's difficult if you need to resort to chemicals like sleeping pills, even melatonin. You know, you read recent reports, we don't even know what's in the bottle sometimes, right? And what's the appropriate dosage? So as more and more seniors started coming to us, we also found that more and more people who are distributing, not only to seniors directly, but to senior care facilities, long-term care facilities, and that's where Gray Matters came in. They came to us and they said, this is a perfect fit for our customer base. They distribute directly to seniors and also to senior care facilities. And they're using this, which is the sleep pad.
I was going to ask, like, this is a perfect intro to, so tell me about this.
And so this is the sleep pad. As you may recall, we started with a neck band that allows you to play any one of our different signals. But it's super easy to use. It's digital and it charges. And you just simply put it under your pillow. You choose from one of the different signals that you can play, deep sleep, fall asleep. And so now seniors can really enjoy a better night's sleep without having to revert to drugs or chemicals.
Yeah, which is, you know, nice to have something more, because this is natural.
It's all natural, and you know there's obviously a cost savings. You're not going back to the pharmacy or to the drugstore to refill a prescription, but I think the bigger benefit is that there's no latent effect. You can play a melatonin signal, or you can play an adenosine signal that helps you fall asleep, and when you turn it off, you're not feeling drowsy anymore. If you take a supplement to sleep, it's metabolizing in your system for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours after you want it, which is why if you've ever taken melatonin or a sleeping pill, you wake up still feeling groggy.
Still groggy, yeah, that's not always the best. So now's a good time to talk about the science. Like, how does it work?
Well, this technology comes out of the US Navy. Our scientists figured out that most of the supplements that we put in our body, caffeine, melatonin, Adderall, even things like CBD and cannabis, the way they have their effect on our bodies, the way they make us relaxed or make us focused or help us sleep, it's not chemical. When the molecule enters our systems, it releases a small electromagnetic signal that is read by our bioreceptors. That's how our bodies work. That's how they're engineered to work. What Hapbee basically does is it records those signals and plays them back. Think of it as Spotify for how you want to feel.
Okay. And then you've also just recently raised a round of equity.
Yes.
So talk to me about that. What's the purpose of that capital?
Well, the company is moving and shaking. We're doing a lot of things both on the consumer side and on the enterprise side, and we're going to have some really exciting news to share. And it's really important that we can move quickly, and so, you know, thankful, even though the market may be a little bit choppy, we've got a very supportive investor group and very supportive investors that are willing and able to help us out and keep the momentum going. Can
you talk about the product pipeline at all?
This is version 2 of the sleep pad. We launched version 1 late last fall. It's been an overwhelming success. About 80% of our product sales since we launched it are the sleep pad. And this is just it's a lighter version. It's more comfortable, and it's got a really nice fabric. So we continue to move and evolve, and the pipeline is also continuing to evolve. We've got in the pipeline a second version of the neckband, which we'll be releasing later this year.
Okay, and then what vertical? Clearly, sleep is an area of growth. What verticals are you seeing opportunities for growth?
Sleep is number one. It's about 70% of our customers are using the product directly for sleep. Number two is focus, which is why we're redesigning the neckband. And if you think about being able to achieve focus and flow and remaining awake without ingesting Adderall or caffeine, those are big opportunities. And you know, even if you just start to imagine long distance trucking, opportunities in government and military, those are all big opportunities that we're chasing down.
Yeah. How are sales in terms
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. So we can edit that out.
Yeah.
I need to cough anyway,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So how are sales for the pad versus the neckband?
The pad really represents the lion's share. It's now about 80% of the sales. The interesting thing that we're finding is this is the perfect night product. The neckband is the perfect day product. And about half of the people who buy the neckband buy the sleep pad, and on our website we've got a bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you wash that? Or?
The outer cover is removable and washable, so that's also an
Yeah.
innovation. So thank you for that. And I think one of the other points that I'd be remiss if I didn't mention is now, if you buy either the sleep pad or the neckband, it will be applicable to your FSA or HSA.
Oh, interesting.
And so it makes the product even more accessible and affordable to a lot of people.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the update, Yona. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks.